today I'm making a chocolate sheet cake, and I've got the ingredients over here to the left and what you're going to do over here to the right, starting with the cake. And so right now you're going to need 2 sticks of butter, and it's best to go ahead and let that butter melt, or pop it in the microwave and melt it, but definitely let it melt before you add the other stuff, just because it's easier that way. You're going to throw in 6 tablespoons of cocoa and 1 cup of water, and you want to get that blended real good. Make sure that is all melted together. You're just going to heat it up. There's no need to make it boil or anything. You just want to get it warmed up enough so that it'll all dissolve together. And then take that off the heat. Put in your next 3 ingredients. Your 2 cups of sugar and your 2 cups of flour and your ½ teaspoon of salt. And then mix that up, and make sure, I'm using a mixer here, but that's just because I have an old saucepan. You do not want to use a mixer in a new saucepan, okay? But anyway, so add your ½ cup of milk, and you can use almond milk. That is totally cool. I also use plant butter, so this is all non-dairy. Throw in your baking soda, your vanilla, and your eggs, and then mix that up all good, and you are all good. You want to get a sheet pan, and I've already greased and floured this sheet pan. I actually cheated and used a spray with flour in it, but you can go old school and grease it with Crisco and then flour it. But anyway, then bake it. Bake it for 375 for 20 minutes and set it aside. You're going to want to let it cool down while you're making your icing. And you do not want, you want it to be pretty cool when you pull the icing on, because if it's too hot when you put it, if the cake's too hot when you put on the icing, it'll sink all in. So you need it cooled down some before you put the icing on. So anyway, the icing is just a stick of butter. Again, you can use plant butter, 4 tablespoons of cocoa, 6 tablespoons of milk, and again, I use almond milk because I can't have dairy. So all this stuff is non-dairy. You want to just then throw in a teaspoon of vanilla, and then you're going to put like about 3/4 cups of powdered sugar or so, maybe. I just keep adding powdered sugar until it tastes right and it's the right consistency to pour over the cake. You don't want it totally liquidy, but you don't want it solid, obviously, either. And then again, only use mixers and old pans. You don't want to use a mixer on your new saucepan, but yeah. So once it's the right consistency as everything, you just pour that stuff right on over that cake. And you want to be careful not to let it go over the sides. Kind of pour it in the middle and then spread it out all around the cake until you got the whole thing covered. And then you are ready to eat. It is a beautiful thing.